Welcome back. In this video, you're going to see these pieces right here, the shelf pieces being cut out. And you can see that I'm using some scrap material here. There's quite a few like holes and other, and there's a hole right there, another piece right there. So I'm just trying to use as much scrap as possible for all of my own parts and my own furniture. So in this video, you'll see this being cut out. I also have my upcoming video. It'll be the legs and then putting the whole thing together as you see here. So let's get started. Enjoy the video. Okay, it is on the surface. So now I can set my 0Z and I'm going to load up the code using file load G-code. Let's see, where did I put it? Yeah, the OneDrive. Okay, so it was the sides I'm going to start with, the shelf I mean. So we should see it pop up in this location here, in the viewer. Okay. We can see it in this location. So let's go ahead and press cycle start. Start up the vacuum, and just one thing to mention, I'm just putting up a piece of scrap material that I used or that I had laying around, so I'm just going to use that. So this is at least 11 inches in height, so I can get the 11 by 28 on this sheet. And it doesn't matter if there's existing holes, I don't really care about that. Okay, let's start it up. Looks like I did something wrong here. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm going to check it out on the cam. So it's definitely doing the circles. One of them got cut out. It looks like it's too close. There's no material here. So let's see what happened. All right, let's go back to the shelf. Oh, that's why. I made outside cuts instead of inside cuts. Ugh. I can't believe I did that. All right, so let's select all of the profiles for the circles. That's good. And because I have it selected as outside, it was doing the outside of the circles. It wasn't cutting from the inside of the circles, as if it was cutting out, as if I wanted the circle to be the main part, but I wanted to cut on the inside. All right, let's check that out. Okay, that looks much, much better. So I'm going to go ahead and do another machining. Produce G-code. Yes, I'm glad I didn't, I'm glad I checked on the machine to see what was happening, or I would have lost that entire area of material. Okay, so let's do that again. Yeah, no, I don't want to do, I already have it open in Mach 3, so I want to, I don't want to go all the way over there and close it, so I'm just going to say revision 1, press save. So now I can just load up another file. All right, so let's go back to the machine. Okay, the machine knows where it is. It ended up doing this one right here. So what I want to do is I want to move the machine to about this location and start it again. and 0 my X, so it zeroes it at this location. Oops. Okay, so I've got it around that location, so I'm going to go ahead and zero my X. And now it'll start again at this location. But what I want to do is I want to load my other G-code that I just created. So let's see, where is revision 1? So I'm going to go ahead and should be at the same location that I wanted it to be. And the visual check, it looks like it is. So that's good. I can go ahead and press reset and start up the machine. Okay, the routing has been finished. Looks like I was a little bit too close, but for me it doesn't really matter. Maybe I'll just put this on the bottom. But you can see that this is one of the crossed out holes, that's good. And the other ones that were for the other, this part, happen to go right into the middle of these holes, so that's perfect. And I don't have to worry about those. So, like I said, this is a used, this is a scrap piece that I had for a long time. Even the face of this has gotten a little bit discolored. You can see the difference in color between the two. So I'm going to cut this out, and I'll probably cut out a few more. I've got most of them done now, so I can start to prepare the pieces. I'm doing a lot of cutting of holding tabs. Every hole has one holding tab, and this is one of the reasons why I didn't want to put 2 holding tabs on each hole. And I had to do each hole separately in the cam, unfortunately. But if I was doing 2 holding tabs, I could have done all of the holes at once. I'm also, looks like I'm doing, yeah, I'm putting a round over bit here, or a fillet bit. I'm filleting all of the edges inside, so it's a little bit easier to handle, and the edges aren't so sharp. But I'm only doing that to the inside of the holes, and I'm also using it to get rid of some of those plywood fingers. I don't get that issue in MDO. MDO has a very, very clean edge. It doesn't have any fingers coming up. But the plywood, the top veneer, it's really, really thin on the ones that I have here. And those fingers, that's why I'm using gloves. I shouldn't be using gloves during this process because of the router, but I get so many splinters from the plywood, the non-MDO plywood, that I just needed to wear gloves most of the time. You also see I'm not wearing a ventilator. I should have. A respirator, I mean. I usually use a respirator when I'm routing, but in this case I didn't. So that's something, sometimes I forget to do it, but most of the time I wear it. Thank you so much for watching. If you really enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I really want to hear from you, so give me some comments. I would like to know how I can improve, and if there's any other content that you'd like to see, please let me know. Thank you.